Okay guys, so right before the fair, the 12G was running kind of weird, acting like it was running out of fuel, which I would say is definitely not getting any fuel down here. I figured it was the fuel filter the DPO had in here, because it's a tiny one compared to a normal Kohler one, and to top it off, it was on there backwards. So I figured I'd just pop that off and change it today, and well, as you can see, I have no fuel flow back here. It has about a quarter tank of gas. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take and stuff a rag in the gas cap and take my air blower and see if we can't get some fuel flow happening here. And then once I get that going on, it'll probably run. Well, it ran before, but not amazing, we'll say. So this is doing it, and then 83, if you run it for like a half hour, though, it's been getting worse and worse. It'll do the same thing. You have to run it with the choke half on, or back the throttle down about half, and then it'll clear up. So I'm gonna get it going, because these are gonna be some 83 is my main tractor in the winter, so I got to get that sorted out. Before you had to run it about an hour before it would do it. Now it'll do it about a half hour or 5 minutes after it started. So probably crap in the tank or something. So anyhow, let me blow through this, and I'll bring you guys back and see if we got any fuel flow. Only got a couple drips right now. I'll show you guys what we got. That's how much fuel flow you got. I'm kind of amazed it ran. So I blew into the fuel tank there, and we got some pretty decent fuel flow now. So must have been a piece of something in there somewhere. So let me get the fuel filter in before I waste too much gas and see how. So guys, after I changed the fuel filter, I took the 12G out and ran it. And it ran okay for about 5 minutes. Then it started acting up again, acted like it was starving for fuel. Well, my sneaking suspicion is either the fuel pump is bad, or there's a bunch of ethanol or water or something in the carb bowl, because the main's actually out 3.5 turns on it when I was screwing with the carb, and the idle's out a turn and a half. Turn and a half's normal. Should be about a turn and a half or 2 on the main, maybe 2.5. So that's my sneaking suspicion. I'm gonna take this off here, and hopefully, I mean, the exhaust is still hot. I literally drove it back in here. It kind of looks like rain outside, so let me get this bowl off and see what kind of magic we find inside. It's either going to be really good or really bad, so here we go. Well, my suspicions were correct on that. Bunch of ethanol and or water in a bowl. So that would make it run a little weird. It's amazing this thing ran as good as it did before, because that is just bad. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean the bowl out here. Now I'm going to stick it back on, and we'll just see if I can get it running. What did I do with? Because here's the bowl nut. A little bit of junk in there too, so I get a rag and wipe this out, put it back together, and see what it does then. I kind of figured it was getting fuel, but I wasn't sure to the carb, I was gonna say. But I really didn't get a whole lot of fuel out of here. A couple drops, of course. Could have enough crap in it. Maybe the needle's stuck or something too. It looks like it's moving in there. I think. Yeah, I can see it there. Pretty sure it's moving, yeah. Maybe what I'll do is I'll crank it over and see if we get some fuel out. Well, update is it runs pretty good now, but while I was sitting there putting the air filter and everything back on, the front tire blew out. It had a bulge in it for a while, like if you drove along in 4th gear it would hop. But it had that since I took it to the Bolivar show, July, I want to say, beginning of August. So it just finally blew out. Literally just come back from the fair yesterday afternoon. Tire blew out, carbs clogged up with stuff. Great. All I did was put the mower deck back on it. Took the blade off. Then cleaned the carb. Now I'm going to change the tire. Another day in the life of Steve. But it does run pretty good. See if it'll start back up here. Oh, if it's in neutral, it will. Back to the 12G. Okay, let me get this here wheel off and get the tire broke off. And I got another tire here, which I think is good. I'm going to give her the old college try and see what happens, because you can't even put a tube in that tire. I mean, it's junk. Okay, I got that tire off, and I don't know if you guys will be able to quite see that, but do you guys see all them raised strips of rubber there? And I don't know if you guys can see how they move around, but that is basically the tire delaminating inside, and that's why this tire had a huge, I hope you guys can see it right there at the edge where it peels up. That's why the tire had a huge bulge in it. And plus it had, looks like it's either Fix-A-Flat or slime in it. One of the two. So I'll take a rag and clean the rim up real good, and I'll stick this other tire on and see how that works. Oops, sorry, hopefully I was looking at the rim there. So note to self. Don't take the 12G to any more shows. It doesn't like to run after that. AAA 83 doesn't care. I guess I better get up there and start steering. Fairly straight shot now. Yep. I ain't fast, but it sure does work when you don't have a second person to steer. Anyhow. Get back to you when I get the carb off of this thing. Ridiculous. Take it to 2 shows and then you got trouble with it. 83's won awards, right? 83? Mm-hmm. I think I fixed it. Fuel line and dirty carb. Neither of which help. With the 12 and a 40-inch deck is a pretty good load. guys want to make one pass through the high stuff, I heard you. Here, we'll take a bite right about here. Seems like it's working good. Big bump. Not too bad. I definitely did not make a straight line, I'll tell you that. One more pass up and I'll shut the camera on. Like it's working pretty good. I was going a little too fast there. Normally I'd be in first gear high range, maybe fourth gear low range, especially with the 12. It bogs her down pretty good being wet and heavy grass. So there it is, guys. The old 12G. I was about ready to give up on it yesterday. It was making me mad. Even after I did the clip in front of this one, it shut off once again after that. I've mowed with it this morning for, I don't know, hour, I bet you, at least. And it's 10:30 now, so yeah, probably an hour. I mowed back there. I mowed up by the garden last night. I mowed all this. And I mowed the bottom of the front yard, so yeah, I think we're doing good. Alright guys, thanks for watching. See everybody on the next one. Later.